Let me tell you something that most people still haven't wrapped their heads around. Pi Network is now officially available for trading in the United States on Kraken, one of the most regulated, most respected crypto exchanges in the country, the same exchange that has direct access to the US Federal Reserve payment system. And just so you know, Kraken recently gained access to the US Federal Reserve's core payment system. That puts them in a completely different tier from most crypto exchanges. And if you've been a pioneer, this is here as big news. Now stay with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly what this listing means, why Kraken matters more than any other exchange. So here's what went down. A day before Pi Day, Kraken went live with Pi Spot Trading, Pi/USD. Real money, real market, real access for US-based users. Kraken posted on X. Trading starts March 13. That's it. Short, confident, and the Pi community is absolutely excited. Within minutes of that announcement, Pi jumped nearly 2% on OKX. And in the week leading up to the listing, Pi was already up 33% as the rumors built up. Now, some people are going to say, okay, cool, another exchange listing, who cares? But this isn't just another exchange listing, and that's what I need you to understand. Let me put this in perspective for you. Before Kraken, Pi was trading on smaller platforms, OKX, Huobi, places where daily volume was struggling to break $50 million. That's not real liquidity. That's not mainstream access. Kraken is different. Here's why. 1. Kraken is US regulated. That means American investors can now place Pi on a fully compliant, legally recognized platform. That wasn't possible before at this scale. Number 2. Kraken has strict listing standards. They don't just list any token. They went through a proper due diligence process. The fact that they chose Pi is itself a signal to the broader market. Number 3, and this one's big. Kraken recently gained access to the US Federal Reserve's core payment system. That puts them in a completely different tier from most crypto exchanges. Institutional grade, regulated, credible. And here's the bonus angle that most people missed. A successful Kraken debut for Pi. Strong volume, no immediate collapse. That's the nudge that could finally push Binance off the sidelines. And a Binance listing? That's the single biggest catalyst still left for Pi in 2026. But here's the thing. For years, Pi operated in what they called an enclosed mainnet. Tokens existed on the blockchain, but you couldn't freely trade them on major exchanges. Critics called it a scam. The community called it patience. Then came February 20th, 2025. The open mainnet launched. Real on-chain transfers, real dApp usage, real ecosystem utility. Pi had finally opened the door. And now, just over a year later, Pi is live on Kraken. That's a project executing its roadmap step by step. The Kraken listing didn't happen in isolation. It came right on the back of some serious technical progress. On March 12th, one day before trading went live, Pi Network completed a mandatory node upgrade to Protocol v20.2. That upgrade enhanced network stability, improved node synchronization, and laid the groundwork for what's coming next. And what's coming next is big: smart contracts. Pi Network is entering the smart contract era. That transforms Pi from a simple coin into a fully programmable blockchain platform, capable of hosting dApps, running DeFi protocols, and executing complex on-chain logic. There's also a native DEX, a decentralized exchange, targeted for launch in second quarter of 2026. Over 31,000 pioneers have already been stress testing the testnet version. Oh, and Pi Day 2026 on March 14th brought the release of the Pi Launchpad MVP on testnet. That's a launchpad for new projects to build and launch on the Pi ecosystem. Real infrastructure for real builders. This isn't a project spinning its wheels. This is a network building. So what does all of this mean for you if you've been in the Pi ecosystem? It means your Pi now has a legitimate, regulated venue to be traded. For the first time at this level, US-based pioneers can deposit their Pi on Kraken and participate in a proper market. It means the liquidity picture has changed. Tighter spreads, better price discovery, a broader user base interacting with the token. It means credibility. Because when Kraken, one of the most trusted names in US crypto, decides to list your token, that is a statement to the broader crypto market. And here's the thing about momentum. Kraken is just one domino. Protocol upgrades, DEX launch, smart contracts, launchpad, each one of these is another domino. And right now, they're all falling in the same direction. What I am telling you is this. Pi Network just crossed a threshold that took 6 years to reach. A regulated US exchange, a growing ecosystem, technical upgrades shipping on schedule, and a community of over 60 million people who've been waiting for this. That's a story worth paying attention to. If you're already a pioneer, make sure you're KYC verified and your mainnet wallet is set up so you're not leaving anything on the table. Drop a comment below. Are you bullish on the Kraken listing? Do you think Binance is next? I want to know where you stand. And if this video gave you value, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, and share it with a fellow pioneer. I'll catch you in the next one.